so
Okay.
you'll
I tell
officially.
you better, they'll eat your book.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye, Mama.
I'm not cutting this thing in two. Okay, ready? Yeah. I was gonna turn around and... I was like, I'm
Never pick these lights up on trying. Comfort zone for a bit? Or are you already doing some things, like some vlogs, but maybe you want
I put it on my Goodreads because
Hello, everyone,
hello.
and welcome to our Back from BOOKNET Fest tag. I'm Jessica,
I'm Christeena.
and you're watching Game of Tones.
Wow, I was super awkward in that.
You want to do it again?
No. Okay, we went to BOOKNET Fest.
Yeah,
It was
super dope.
so we're doing this tag now. Onyx Pages is the creator of this tag, and
Heck
she
yes.
is fantastic.
I love seeing her at panels.
Go subscribe.
The panels she was in that I got to see were my favorites.
That's a question.
It is okay. Sorry.
Okay. That's why I was like, don't say anymore. You'll find out about our trip now.
Okay.
Okay, number one, explain your BNF experience in one word, which is very difficult to do.
In one word, busy.
I was gonna say surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I would feel more surreal, like seeing people in person that I only see on screen.
Mhm.
But actually, it just felt totally like I've just known them.
Because we do.
Yeah.
But yeah. I only got like really nervous like the first night when we first met up with everybody and was like going to eat. I was like, oh no.
I got really nervous at the meet and greet.
Yeah, I just felt really awkward. And I just followed you around everywhere.
Which is totally cool.
I remember telling Charles from Sir Booksage at one point, you were like, and I was like, I'm gonna follow her. And he was like, okay. Because I was like,
Oh gosh, that's funny. I remember at one point we were talking to some people, and then we went over here to talk to some people,
yeah.
and then we were out of the conversation, and we were standing against the wall, and you were like, let's go back in there.
Yeah.
We need to talk to people. And I was like, okay, I'm looking for an opening.
Well, I remember standing outside a group of some people, and then we were like debating. Their outfits look so great. How do we get in there and talk to them? What should we say?
And they
then
saw us looking at them.
Yeah, and was like, "Hey!" And that was great. That was really nice. 'cause we
Sorry
were like,
if I was super awkward at any point in time. If you talked to me and I was like, I don't know what to do.
you're like, I thought you were like handled everything so well, and I was
Thank
like,
you.
what do we talk about?
No. This is what I like about being
Hold on,
Oh
my
my
cat
gosh.
is chewing my controller right
Yeah,
now.
you take care of
Stop
that.
that. Cat problems.
Hashtag
But that's the
cat
mama
problems.
in me. Meow meow. Why not solve them?
I feel like Lizzo is the soundtrack to our BOOKNET Fest experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that later.
Oh, wow. Okay. We're excited.
Anyway,
All right.
yes, people were very kind and very welcoming, which was a relief.
Yeah.
And I tried to be that as well.
I tried. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're only on number 2 now.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, what was your favorite session and why?
What was our favorite session? Oh. Okay, I had 2 favorite sessions.
I do too.
The hardest part for me was choosing what panels to go to. There was one section of time where there was 2 or 3 panels going on that I really wanted to see, and a workshop.
Goth fantasy, the book defacing, and the classics for the modern reader.
Yeah, I wanted all to go to all of those.
Yeah.
And it was at the same time as our book defacing workshop, which we decided to go to.
Yeah.
So I really wanted, and there was like, the drama panel was at the same time as another panel that I wanted to go to. The spoilers, sweetie.
Okay, so our favorite sessions, I have 2.
Me too.
Mine was, you want to name the first one together?
The 5 out of 5 stars.
Oh, no, I was not going to say that, but I did really enjoy that. I was going to say spoilers, sweetie.
Oh, and though we don't
just talk about books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the spoilers one too.
And I really enjoyed the 5 out of 5 stars.
We should pick one of our favorites and say why it's our favorite.
Okay, if I had to pick one over the other, I would say we just don't talk about books.
Yes.
We don't just talk about books, because it was so much about like diversity and just like, it was really eye-opening, you know what I mean, to have these marginalized people speaking on the panel. You know, it was just really nice to get their perspective on stuff, and it felt like it inspired me to like do more, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, it was just like,
and to be more of a voice in the community.
Marginalized
people with marginalized groups. Right on. Number 3, oh my gosh. What's the most interesting thing you learned?
Yeah, the spoiler sweetie one, they talked about the 7 husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and the character is bi in that book, and how some people might consider that a spoiler, which, to be honest, I kind of always did, because I found that out organically as I read it, and I thought like, oh, it was so good to just discover that on my own. Yeah. But then they talked a lot about someone's identity should not be considered a spoiler. Like, that's very problematic. And I never thought about that before.
Because other people who are bisexual might want to read that book for that reason.
And that's what Sam Thoughts on Tome said, that she wasn't interested in it until she heard someone else say that it had bi representation in it. And then she was like, oh, I got to read that now. And I'd never considered that. So, yeah, I want to be, like, more aware of my own thoughts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I like how some people put it where they're like, it has bi representation and not the main character is bisexual.
Right, yeah.
Which is the spoiler, I guess. You said I liked finding that out organically, and so I think that could be a way to circumnavigate the spoiler
that's a good point.
Of it.
Yeah. Number 4, were there any conversations that you had at BNF that you think we should keep talking about as a community for the rest of the year? All of it. I don't know. Every panel I went to, I felt like I got something out of, and I felt better for going, and then I learned a lot, and so I don't really like all of it. You know, I don't have a specific one alone that we should like talk more about, diversity and inclusion and just all those things that I think are really important, and you know, we should keep doing that.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. Okay. Number 5. What was your most... Number 5. I'm going to do that. Number 5. What was your most memorable moment? It doesn't have to be just one.
Memorable moments. Okay, I have a bunch of memorable moments.
Okay.
Some that'll stick with me forever. I think the entirety of BookNet Fest prom, first of all.
Yeah.
Was like...
To go off that, we were talking about how we wanted to hear Lizzo, and then when Lizzo played, like, everybody swarmed to the dance floor and was like, yes! Why men great till they got it? It was just so... That was, like, one of my favorite.
Yeah. And we have been listening to her, like...
a lot lately.
While we were getting ready and driving down to Megan's house.
So that was
and
really
then
fun.
On the way to Megan's house. That's hilarious. We got back into the... our rooms, and I was like, the next day, I said, did I make a fool out of myself?
No, you were so good. Jessica was dancing and grooving, and everybody was like, yeah. Yeah, it was great.
It was a lot of fun. And then, trivia night.
Oh, yes.
I had a blast at trivia night. The people I was with was super cool, and it felt like we all, like, each had, like our own specialty.
Yeah.
I was like the only one who knew any of the answers to
Game of Thrones.
The Game of Thrones questions there, which made me feel good, even though like
You got 2 wrong.
I did, which was really embarrassing. There was one, they were like, what does Valar Morghulis mean? And I said, every man must die. And they're like, no, it's all men must die.
I was not on our team, and I said, you got it wrong, it doesn't count!
I was like, does this count?
But your team won, though. You guys won.
Win. Thanks to Mara from Books Like Whoa, she did awesome. She knew a lot of the questions. And I was the one that wrote down on the board, so I felt like really useful. And it was just, we had a lot of fun doing that.
Good. Also, another memorable moment and favorite moment was just like hanging out with you and Megan. Like, we hang out a lot, but we don't necessarily hang out with Megan outside of like our book club or things like that as often. Yeah. And so hanging out with her and like traveling with her and stuff, that was a lot of fun. And just like feeling closer to her. Yeah. That was cool. I want to do that more.
Especially on the way there. On the way back, I was so tired.
Oh yeah, I was too.
I was like, because we were up at 2:30 a.m.
Well, when I set my alarm, I remember it said 4.5 hours until the alarm went off. And then we had like 8, a really big breakfast, and then we flew, and the plane had a little bit more turbulence than on the way there, I thought. And I was also trying to read, which probably wasn't smart, and so I was kind of nauseous, and I was like, I was so tired.
It was exhausting. On the ride back, I was just like...
But it was so worth it. Also, I think my favorite was our first night. Because we ended up going to the T-Hag's Villa, and there was, like, a lot of people there, and, like, we were doing introductions, there was, like, arm wrestling, there was yoga, and it was just, like, so much fun. That was, like, a great introduction night to just go and, like, hang out. And Sarah was in her kimono and her pajamas, and she looked so
from
cool.
T-Hag's, and that's what...
all weekend.
She made my heart fill up when her and Rebecca were like, ah! You know, they were
gonna cry!
And they were like so excited to see us. I was like, it just made me so happy.
Well, and then everybody was like introducing themselves in their channel, and when we were like, Game of Thrones, people were like, woo! Well, they did for everybody. But it felt great, though.
It felt good,
You know? It was like, oh, thank you. It was so cool. That was probably one of my most favorite memories is that night.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Number 6. In what way does BOOKNET Fest add value to the bookish community? So many ways.
I think it's the only one, it's like the only place that's like, this is for bookish content creators. There's nowhere else like it. The other conventions are for books and like promoting books, and I think this one fosters community in a way that nothing else has done. It's unprecedented. It's a trailblazing convention that I am so glad to have been a part of.
Yeah. This one feels more like, you guys, let's all hang out and like meet each other and help each other, and like let's all just grow together. And that's what it felt like, is really cool, because there were people there who had like, I don't know, less than 200 subscribers, or some people didn't have a booktube channel at all, and some people had blogs, and it was just, and then other people had like really big channels, but everybody talked to everyone, and it was I didn't feel, because I felt like, I didn't want it to feel cliquey, and it never did.
Yeah, no,
ever.
It didn't.
So that was really, really cool. And yeah, it's just about us, you know, the content creators. It's about us, and yeah, that was really cool.
Awesome. Show us your swag. Book swap treasure, or something great you got from a vendor. Oh, I do have something great I got from a vendor. I have all 3 of those things.
Oh, I didn't get anything from a vendor.
Oh man, I wish I could remember who it was. Oh yeah, there's a little card in there.
Okay, good.
Book places and spaces, literary landscapes, dust and pages. Okay, so go to dustandpages.com if you want one of these, or at Instagram at dustandpages. And I got a pen. And it's a little Hobbiton. It says Hobbiton, and there's like a little Hobbit house, and my nails are dirty. But I super love it. I don't know what I'm going to put it on yet. I wish I had like a really cool jean jacket.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
I have a jean jacket, but it's not really cool.
Megan she got a pin as well, but she put it on her BOOKNET Fest.
What did you put on? Oh, her lanyard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an okay dust jacket. I mean,
dust jacket?
Jean jacket.
Yeah.
You think that's cool? Or maybe
you should put it on something that you carry like a lot.
I have my backpack.
You put it on your backpack.
I just want to find something real special to put it on so I can look at it all the time.
Well, that's what I'm
I
saying.
do wear this.
Do you wear if you wear it a lot, then put it on your jacket.
I can still look up. That's not right.
Okay, so we didn't participate in the book swap, but some people had given away their tickets, so we got one. So I picked up In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware.
And I picked up The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek by Kim Michelle Richardson, and I saw it, and I knew immediately that I had to have it, and I knew immediately who left it there, which was Ashley from No Degree in Reading.
Don't have a degree in reading.
Thank you. Don't have a degree in reading. That's all good.
She's nice.
She's super nice and lovely, and I was so happy to meet her. And anyway, I picked it up, and I went straight to her, and I was like, did you leave this book here? And she was like, yes, I did. I hope you enjoy it. And
That's
so that
awesome.
made me super happy.
Yeah.
And this takes place in Kentucky, where she lives.
You should talk to her about it after you read it.
I will. Cool. I've read the first 30 pages, and then Tom Infinity and Beyond happened.
Right.
And so then I put it down.
Yeah.
Because I thought I could get it done in time, but
I did the same with the Raven Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then we also have a ton of bookmarks. We're not going to show them individually just because there's so many of them.
We got
but we're going to hold them up. People are so creative too, which, oh my gosh, there's like stickers, there's business cards, there's bookmarks.
There's a sticker from Onyx Pages,
which is really cool.
Did I stab you with? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I love her. Thank
We're not going to show them individually.
I know.
But here's a sticker.
And then the tea hags one, it has a little tea tag.
I was going to say a tea bag, but
I love that.
Very cool.
There's Smith Leanne.
There's business cards.
Oh, very nice. Oh, look, Priscilla, who I met.
Oh, she's so nice.
And her sister. Well, that one's just like an Octavia E. Butler one. There's Joshana.
Hey, I don't have one of Joshana's.
Haha. Just kidding. You should.
I don't.
Yes.
There's so many. There's so many.
I love them.
And of course our lanyards.
I really liked having these.
I felt so cool.
Oh, I meant like I liked being able to look at someone's name.
Yeah, I did too. And I noticed a lot of people were doing that. People would glance down, you know? And I'm like, I'm doing the same thing, so at least I'm not the only one that's like, who are you again?
Right. Yeah.
You know? So I'm, very helpful. And pronouns as well.
That was nice.
I'm pretty sure they've done that every year.
That's cool.
That's great.
Thanks, Owl Crate.
Yeah, sponsored.
Nice.
Number 8, shout out a few content creators who inspired you at BNF. All of them!
Like I said before, Onyx Pages.
Oh
and
my
Jerry,
gosh,
I just loved what she had to say.
Blew my mind every time.
Yeah.
Kathy from Kathy Treadhart. I really Treadhart?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know that she did say that in like her first panel. I thought she was really great as well. Adriana from Perpetual Pages.
Yeah, right on. And I thought Thomas from SFF 180, I really loved what he had to say on that panel too. That was an excellent panel. Like all of it. Okay.
Number 9, if you plan to come back next year, is there anything you'd want to change?
Prom. Mm-hmm. I love prom. And after prom, I was like, I'm loosened up now. It's time to go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I feel totally comfortable with all these people. Bye. You know?
Oh, so you'd like to like stay another day?
I'm saying like it'd be yes.
Yeah.
If it was longer, that's my only thing.
Yeah. Well, and they said that a lot of people hung around the pool Sunday. We had to leave pretty early.
Yeah, so that's on us, really.
Okay, I will say, the only thing I do, we weren't able to go to every panel we wanted to because some of them were at the same time, but they did record them, and they did say that they're going to put them up somewhere on some kind of format, so I want
to know when that happens.
Yes, because I really, really want to watch those panels.
Yeah.
And I think recording those, whether audio or video, and putting them up somewhere so like people who can't go can still get the content. I think like this is something I could watch or listen to throughout the year.
Sure.
To re-inspire myself if I'm feeling, because this was like a really like inspiring thing to go to, and just every panel made me want to be better, do better, and read better. So yeah, I really want that to be available. And they're working on that. So, I mean, that's not like something that needs changed,
Yes.
but you know. Number 10, please share your prom portrait or any other photos / video of yourself having fun at BNF. We actually put that in the beginning of the video, so we're not going to insert it here, but it was a ton of fun. And if you want to go rewatch it, go back to the beginning.
Sure.
Yeah.
I super loved that they had a photo booth there, and I totally expected to have to pay, and we didn't.
Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. Okay, there is a photo of us with her and Samantha, Leanne, and Ashley from Don't Have a Greeting. Someone has that picture somewhere in that photo booth, and I haven't seen it. I don't remember whose phone we sent it to, but I want to see it.
I straight up don't remember taking that picture. I had like 3 drinks.
I did as well. And then we went back to the tea hacks and had some wine.
We did.
And if you have like any photos or videos or vlogs or whatever, let us know, because like I want to watch that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Right now.
And if you didn't go and you're watching this anyway, like hopefully maybe this inspired you to go if you're able to.
When you play the game of chance,
you read or you die.
Come be our friends. Social media links in the description below.
And we hope you're reading a great book.
Right.
Bye.
There are a lot of great topics. So many topics. Super sexy topics.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry.
You're gonna earn a burger. Just a little. But you hold me down. But you're holding me back. And that's a sound. I mean, not calling you back.